Welcome to JackTalk. I'm Anna Conejo, and on today's show, we're going to be taking a look at the new Lumberjack Express food truck, learning how to build a budget, and finally, we'll have Roderick Morris, owner of Spuddy's, telling us about his special potatoes. Stay tuned. This is JackTalk. Ever wonder what it's like to run a business while taking college courses? Here at SFA, the students in the hospitality program have the opportunity to get hands-on learning and entrepreneurship experience all in one. We send members out to the field to explore the Lumberjack Express food truck live in action. Let's take a look.
At Stephen F. Austin State University, Lumberjack Express is a student-ran mobile food truck dedicated to providing interactive learning, all while serving the campus and its local patrons. Students work alongside instructor Chef Todd in the kitchen and receive customer relations courses taught by Dr. Reynolds in the classroom. The hands-on food lab allows students to experience real-life work settings and encourages entrepreneurship. I'm here at the Lumberjack Express food truck located right outside of the College of Human Sciences Annex building. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 11:15, students, faculty, and local community members can come out and grab a bite to eat. Their menu features foods ranging from Cajun, Tex-Mex, and even Italian cuisines. Decked out in a vibrant SFA purple, the food lab isn't hard to miss. However, if you're not quick, you may just miss out. With the lab only providing about 60 meals a day, it runs on a first-come, first-served basis. Culinary cuisines are offered weekly with new menu items each time. Customers are able to pre-order online to secure a spot, or they can order at the window. I see you've gotten yourself a plate.
Yeah.
How are you liking it?
Girl, it's so good.
It is. Okay, well, would you come back? Because every Tuesday and Thursday they're out here and you get a different meal each time. So would you be interested in coming and getting something in the upcoming week?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. What's your favorite part about it so far? Or about the plate?
So the bacon is cooked really well. Oh my gosh. And these potatoes literally taste amazing.
They look seasoned. What do they taste like?
Oh my gosh. No, they taste like real Cajun potatoes.
Cajun? Are they a little spicy?
Yeah, but it's like the perfect amount of spice. It's not too much, you know.
For JackTalk, I'm Kenya Boyland.
That was quite the recap of the student-operated food lab, Lumberjack Express. Here with me to talk more about the food lab is Professor and Program Coordinator, Dr. Donna Pickles. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
So what exactly is your role in the hospitality program?
So I am actually not the program coordinator. I am an instructor in the hospitality program. And once we were awarded the money to make our Lumberjack Express a reality, I actually coordinated that project to get that onto campus for us.
Okay, and this just barely has a year, not even a year. It started last semester?
Yes, so in the spring semester was the first time that we served off of the Lumberjack Express.
Can you tell us more about the process? Why was it a food truck?
Well, our faculty had gone to the National Restaurant Association show in Chicago, Illinois, about 6 years ago now, and food trucks were really starting to sort of step up a little bit more, not so much a trend. They were becoming more mainstream, and they looked at several food trucks and thought that this was really would be a great experience for our students to be able to have that as a classroom. So we have been working for that period of time trying to make that a reality, and then the university was just gracious and said, "Go, you should go for it. We should do this." So in the spring was the first time that we got to have students in the food truck for a class experience, and so they actually go in and that is their classroom when they're in there.
Cool. And I really like how, like, you know, the different foods y'all have. So what really inspires you for, like, the menu items?
So we change every Tuesday and Thursday. Right now we serve on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we change every Tuesday and Thursday, and we run the truck in conjunction with the Culinary Cafe. And so the Culinary Cafe is indoors. It's a little bit more fine dining. It has 3 courses, and there's a theme. And so each meal that we serve, the theme changes. We keep the same theme out with our mobile food lab, but we go with more street food inspired dishes out there. So the theme's the same, but what you're actually eating is going to be a little bit different.
So do y'all go, would y'all say y'all go according to, like, for example, we are in Spanish Heritage Month. Like, I know y'all served tacos the other day.
We did, and so students kind of get, the theme's a little bit broad sometimes for them, so they might have a Latin theme, and so they can really go anywhere in the Latin world to kind of pick from. So they might go something from Mexico, they might go down to Brazil, but the students design those menus, and so they work as part of their class to make sure that it fits the theme, and then also to make sure that they're hitting all the needs that you need in a meal as well.
So the menu is just built by the students. So y'all have no say in it, or do y'all, like, approve? Or
well, it gets approved. So we have a chef, Todd Barrios, who works with us, and so he oversees that process, and he approves those menus or helps them to sort of think a little bit differently sometimes when they're coming through the menu process. And then we also make sure that they are staying within a budget, so that they are working out what their food cost is, and it's really taking things that they've learned over the entirety of their career here at SFA and putting those into action, either on the mobile food lab or in the Culinary Cafe. You know, the food costs, the menu planning, everything that they've learned in class and they've practiced along the way all comes into play, and they're actually doing that hands-on in that class.
And what are the, like, you said that you have a budget. How many food do y'all serve per day or per, like, week?
Right now we have it set for the mobile food lab where we serve 60 people a day. And we do that 2 ways. So we have a ticket system. They can go online to our website, which is sfasu.edu/lumberjackexpress, and they can order beforehand, buy a ticket, and that way they just walk up on the day of and pick up their meal. But if they forgot to buy a ticket or they just decide it's time to go eat, they can actually walk up, and we have a cash register system where we can take cash and credit on site also. And it's $8 for the full meal, includes something to drink.
And it's like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Is it open for the community or just?
It's open to anybody. So Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11:15 until about 12:30, or if we sell out before that. And so, yes, anybody can come. We park at the end of Reggae by Star Avenue, and so they can just pull up and pick it up and go, or we have seating outside also available.
I'm so excited. I still haven't tried it.
You need to come and try it out.
I'll try it, you know, when I don't have a class.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that we got to talk about it, and we'll look for you on a Tuesday or Thursday.
Oh, if I don't have a class, I do have a class during that time.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, that includes our time for today. If you want to purchase meals or learn more information about the Food Lab, be sure to visit their website at sfasu.edu/Lumberjack Express. Up next, we have insights on money management. I even got to build my own budget. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Did you know that in the U.S. alone, there's an estimated $1.56 trillion in student debt? Well, to speak on shrinking your own debt, this week I visited with Emmanuel Olawore, a financial advisor here at SFA, about building my own budget. So, when it came down to me building my budget, can you tell us, like, what do students have to do in order to, let's say if they want to build their own, like, what's the process?
Well, the first step when it comes to building your budget, I'd say, is to know how much money you're working with. It's good to know how much money you have just so that you can split it up and, and budget and put to what it is you're spending on. You want to know where your money goes, how much money you're spending on groceries, how much money you're spending on entertainment, how much money you're spending on books, and another good way is, most college students get a refund. So a great way to budget your refund money is to divide it up into how many months are in a semester and kind of use that refund money as like a once-a-month paycheck.
And I know when I build in my own budget, I spend $6.66 at Starbucks every single day.
Yeah.
I know, like, literally after I did that budget, I was like, I'm super expensive. But what are, like, little tips, like, for students that they can do on an everyday basis to, actually keep the money in their bank account and not, like, spend them, like, really fast?
Okay, so I'll start with you, for example. So for students who like to go and get coffee every day, one option would be to start making your own coffee, maybe to invest in a Keurig, and then wherever you get coffee from, if it's Starbucks, Einstein's, Dunkin' Donuts, maybe sign up for their reward points so that when you are spending money there, you're also saving. And another way students can save money on a day-to-day basis is maybe if they live off campus, or even if they do live on campus, maybe to leave their credit cards and any cash in the dorms. And and when you leave campus for that day, maybe pack a few snacks or pack your lunch so that you're not tempted to spend money. And you can't spend money because you don't have your card on you.
That is smart. I actually did a thing, like, I'm actually really good with money as a college student, but sometimes I have my times where I'm like, oh my God, I need like rent money, or like my electricity bill was like, the other time was $100 passed over, so I don't have that in my budget. But I used to throw my credit card in the back of my like bed, where it's like super tight, where I couldn't even like reach it.
You'd have to work together.
But like when you do financial advising, like what do you see like an issue of? Is it like food, or like when it comes down to college students?
A lot of times when it comes to college students, it is food, spending money, because a lot of times us as college students, we don't have time to cook and meal prep every week, and then it's also the extras, the entertainment, the going out, on Thursday nights and the weekends. So the best thing for that is, I'd say is to meal prep. When you go to the store, maybe if you have roommates, you and your roommates put money together so that you can cook a meal for the week. And also, when you go out, try and go out to places that have deals, if it's happy hour, go there, a lot of restaurants in NAC actually have a deal every day of the week, and in our office we actually have a list of Monday through Friday everywhere that has a deal, places from Domino's to Max, everybody has a deal, if it's wings, if it's drinks, if it's a full meal, so.
Well, now that I know how to, budget my a little bit better, can you tell us more about credit score? Because I know it's, a hot topic when it comes to, getting houses and everything.
So credit score is very important, and now as college students would be the best time to start building your credit if you don't already have a credit card. So credit is used to basically, like you said, buy a house, buy a car, because a lot of those things you need to have credit for. And the best way to build your credit right now is maybe sign up for a student credit card, and that way you'll be able to pay it off monthly, maybe just buy gas on it, not something too much. And then also student loans, right now student loans don't affect you, and then but once you do graduate, they will start affecting your credit, and once you pay them off, they raise your credit. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting those emails already, and I know a lot of people even think about going to get their master's because they're just hiding away from their loans. Like, it's so bad. But when it comes down to credit score, and you mentioned the credit card payments, So everybody does a minimum payment. So you know the usual $25. Would you recommend that's a good thing, or would you like what's
No.
the thing?
So actually, when you have a credit card, the best thing to do is to pay off the entire balance. You know, so the way I look at credit cards is you have to use your credit card like a second debit card. You know, you never want to spend more on your credit card than you actually do in your checking account. Because you know when you make that minimum payment, you still have a lot left, and that interest is actually building on the rest. But when you pay it off monthly, no interest builds because you know the entire balance is paid off.
And would you say that student loans really affect your credit score, or how do we stop that?
Student loans do affect your credit score, both in a good way and bad way. Like I said, the more you pay on your student loans, the better your credit score gets. But it doesn't exactly, bring down your credit score too much, because everybody has student loans. Like let's say you graduate and your credit score is at a 640. Once those loan papers start coming in, your credit score isn't going to go down to a 5 something. It maybe go down a few points, but it's not going to drastically change.
Because I know that my student loans, I'm just like dragging them a lot. But a lot of people are saying that I know that student loans, that can be the only debt people have.
Yeah.
And they have credit cards just in general because we don't have, college students don't have money.
Yeah.
And we're just using them. So is there like a way? So there's like no way where you can actually like boost up your credit score with the student loans?
Yeah. So there are plenty of ways to boost your credit score. So a few things go into credit score. Like how long you've had your line of credit, the diversity of those credits. So it might be student loans, it might be credit card debt, it might be something from Amazon, something from Chase. So a lot of things go into building your credit score. And the best way to boost your credit score is just to pay off whatever loans you have. And a good way to do student loans is to consolidate all your loans. Because when you take loans, you have some subsidized loans, you have some unsubsidized loans. So when you put all your student loans in one place, they'll give you one interest rate, which makes it easier to pay.
Thank you so much for helping us. I know
No
this is
problem.
a hot topic that we go to school, but we don't really know any of the real life situations. Thank you. Pleasure having you.
Well, it's nice to be here.
For more on financial advising, be sure to check out the Rusk College of Business building. Up next, we have a special guest, owner of Spuddy's Baked Potatoes, Roderick Morris. Don't move, stay tuned to Jack Talk. Welcome back, guys. With us now is Spuddy's owner, Roderick Morris, to talk about his story. There's no problem. Welcome, Mr. Morris. So glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
So we have a delicious potato right here, but the real question is, why did you choose potatoes? It being Spuddy's.
Because we didn't have anything like that here that was just specific on being a straight potato shop. That's one of my major things, and I like eating potatoes. So.
I know, it's really I'm a person that really loves potatoes, and it's really hard to find potatoes. And I just love how you actually don't have any skin. So you do bring, a light to the Nacogdoches community, just, being your own kind of unique thing. But can you tell us more about your background story? Because I know that your mother owns Crockpot Annie's. So what made you drift a little bit and do your own place?
Well, I'm a people-pleasing person as well as my mom, and I wanted to bring something different to Nacogdoches, and then I focus on the college students because they're away from home, and this is more of a thing where they can get home-cooked food, to bring them back home a little bit.
So do people do you get like college students just saying like, oh my God, I miss my home cooking, I'm here.
I hear that
because
a lot.
that's probably your favorite line to say. But what is this right here? So is this like, I know your base and your formula is like a hidden secret.
Right.
And I know you do a little unique thing and stuff. And we actually have like the whole potato built up right here. Can you tell us more about like the ingredients that you provide?
Well, it's my secret sauces that I make my own. That's what makes it unique. So when I like everybody to have their first bite and tell me, oh my God. So I love that. And it has all the toppings on it that you could get: cheese, bacon bits, sour cream, onions, bell peppers, different things like that. It's your choice. You pick whatever you like.
So it's a create your own. And I see that bacon. Is it back bacon, like the ones that you can find in the aisle of the grocery store?
No,
or is it real bacon?
Real bacon.
It's real bacon. And then we have chives. Is there like maybe anything, and then there's the sauce right here. What's that?
It's like a barbecue sauce that I make from homemade. So I try to have them. A lot of people want to know the difference in it.
I'm gonna just, open it because I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know what it's in here. Let's see. Let me get a fork too, so the audience can see what's in here.
That's a Pacific brisket.
Oh, so besides the brisket, what other do you offer?
Right now it's brisket, chicken, sausage, shrimp. I'm also working on a vegan potato as well. Bacon chicken ranch, shrimp ranch potato as well.
And for the vegan potato, are you going to get like vegan cheese? Or are you going to have like a certain vegan meat?
Well,
what can we expect from that?
On that specific thing is, some vegans eat cheese, some vegans don't. So mostly vegetables, things like that. Nothing with meat products in it at all.
Oh, that's actually really exciting because that's not a typical thing, to have vegan potatoes. And do you offer anything else besides potatoes?
Oh yeah, I do fried pork chop basket, fried drumhead basket as well, chicken bite baskets. So it's so you guys don't get boring. It don't get boring to you guys, as far as just a straight potato, So I give things so you can have a home cooked meal as well.
But I know that you said, this is a potato, but what really makes this potato a Spuddy's potato?
Because it's hulless. Everything in the container you can eat, and you don't have to worry about eating all the stuff off the top and then the bottom of the potato being bland. So every bite is a great bite.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna test it. You just said it, so I'm gonna test it. Okay, guys, I'm going down the thing, and nope, there is nothing to be shown in here. And can we expect any new locations?
Yes, I'm working on a new location right now, so you guys stay tuned.
And all right, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
And telling us about what you bring to the Nacogdoches community. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of JackTalk. Until next time, I'm Anna Conejo.